Hi, everyone. Welcome to Introduction to Group Counseling. For those of you who do not know me, I am Kathleen Dowd-Maloney, and this course, Introduction to Group Counseling, provides an introduction to theory, skills, and practice. It's important to note that although there are no required weekly meetings, due to the hands-on nature of the skills-based course, you are required to collaborate periodically outside of class to meet those course objectives. I will provide you with ample notice and instructions, and you will be able to coordinate them based on your availability and schedules. The objective of the first half of the semester is really to orient students to the group counseling concepts. And the second half of the semester really focuses on students practicing group counseling skills. Students will do this by, again, coordinating with one another and or asking friends and families members to assist you with the group projects. It's highly recommended, though, that students work with other classmates because the classmates that you're in class with and learning the same concepts, the same skills, tend to be more familiar with group counseling skills and concepts than friends and family. So from my past experiences, I really found that students who really coordinate with their peers that are in the class to record group assignments tend to be more successful than those who ask family and friends that may not completely understand the objective of the assignment or what's really required of them as participants. Again, I understand that this is an online course, that students are busy, you have work potentially, you have family, you have other obligations. So you have my permission to use friends and family members, but it's highly recommended that you coordinate with your fellow peers. I will be providing detailed instructions for these projects as well, again, as an ample amount of time to prepare and to submit the assignments. Again, these facilitation assignments will typically not begin until week 5 or 6 because you need to have kind of a baseline of theory and skills and understanding of the concepts before you actually begin practicing. Throughout the semester, you'll also be asked to complete recorded video discussions. So this is unlike typical discussion boards where you're typing out the response and then you respond to another student. I'm actually going to ask you to record your response on camera so that this is providing us at the class overall with a more personalized experience. Typically, the initial video posts will be due by Tuesdays, and you'll respond to at least one other student in the class by Thursdays. It's important to make sure that you read the discussion questions to make sure that you're answering all of the questions thoroughly, but also because sometimes I'm going to ask students to post their response to a student through a video. And other times I may allow students to type a response, for example. On a side note, again, typically you'll find that, especially the first half of the semester, initial discussions will be due Tuesdays, responses will be due Thursdays. But when it's time to start facilitating mock groups, then typically students will be posting their facilitations on Thursdays and they'll be getting feedback from classmates by Sundays. I will make sure that, again, there are clear instructions on these upcoming assignments. The first week of class, if you go onto Brightspace, you'll find that you are to record a video of yourself and post it to the discussion forum, answering the following questions. So introducing yourself, what your name is, what your degree program, any other relevant information that you would like to share. Discuss if you've ever had experience facilitating groups before. It's important to note that there are some individuals in the class that have had work experience where they've had to facilitate groups. And there are individuals who are currently in their internships who may have these experiences, where there are other students who may have never had the experience. Please also discuss any concerns or fears about facilitating groups. One thing that's interesting is that things have really shifted in the field. So sometimes students say, well, I would be much more comfortable facilitating a group in person. And there have been significant shifts. And it's very likely that if you go into the counseling field, that you will have some telehealth requirements in your job description. And that may also include online or virtual group facilitation. Please also discuss what you'd like to get from the course. And then I'd also like to I guess, play two truths and a lie. And what basically you're going to do is in your video at the end, tell the class 2 true things about yourself and then 1 lie. And the class will then respond by guessing what the lie is. I will show you right now how to record yourself properly in the discussion forum. But also please review my introductory post under the discussion forum and how to play 2 truths and a lie, essentially, if you haven't already completed that activity in other capacities. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to host a recording. You should be able to see our Brightspace page. Here, you'll see the syllabus and the course schedule, 2 very important documents so that you understand the expectations of the class as well as the assignments. Under week 1, you will find what the objectives of for the class as well as the due dates and assignments that you'll need to complete. So there's a video to watch, reading chapter 1, reviewing the narrated PowerPoint, initial discussion forum video post due by Tuesday, response by Thursday, chapter 1 homework assignment, and then reflection paper 1, both due by Sunday. When you're ready to record your first discussion, you will go ahead and you will click on it and you will start a new thread. You will need to post a subject matter, so it can just be discussion 1 or introduction. And to properly record yourself, you're actually going to go over to this, I guess, toggle piece, and you're going to add video note. On this, you will make sure that you need to make sure that you click video, and it's not going to let me because I'm currently accessing my video. But once you click on that little piece that I initially had showed you, so just kind of going back here, it'll come up here and it will probably pop up with the video automatically. And just make sure that that's on and that you can see yourself. Once that's completed, it'll ask you to submit it, and then it will submit to the post, the discussion board. So then what you'll need to do is once you've posted it, you'll have an opportunity to review everyone else's video posts and be able to respond to those individuals. I think it would be very, it would help grow group cohesion if we all watched each other's videos and then responded to the 2 truths and a lie. So I'm really encouraging people to do that because I think it will grow the group cohesion. We'll get to know one another and really, start our journey of for the next 15 weeks. All right, the other piece that I just want to show you is I'm going to stop sharing here for a moment, is I'm going to show you the reflection paper just so that I can kind of go over it. And then if there are questions, you can certainly reach out to me. But I also want to note that for the chapter 1 homework assignment, it's typically multiple choice. There are a couple of true false, or I'm sorry, I'm not sure if there's true false, but I know that there are some fill in the blank questions. So with those, please note, and I do have it highlighted in red as a reminder under week 1 is that sometimes those fill in the blank questions are a little bit sensitive in how they want it wants you to complete the answer. So for example, if it's fill in the blank and it gives you choices A, B, C, and D with words next to it, like open group, closed group, for example, and the answer is A, open group, then please just put A for the answer. In the event that it incorrectly marks you wrong, please just reach out to me and I'm happy to review it and then update your grade. But I just want you to know that sometimes it is case sensitive and sometimes it doesn't, provide the most accurate grade. So going back to the reflection paper, which I want to just briefly highlight. Couple of times throughout the semester, you will have reflection papers, and really the purpose of the reflection paper is to allow you to really look at your experiences and concepts within the readings and the videos and the course, and kind of apply that to your own personal experiences and life and even potentially future. So the first reflection paper is focused on your specific feelings and expectations regarding facilitating groups. So the idea is that it will be at least 2 pages long, answering the following questions in essay format. So discussing whether you have had any group experience. Most of us have been in a group, right? So any type of school projects, for example, or in-person classes. You may have had group experiences at your work. It could be team meetings, internship, and also discuss what the experience was like. If you haven't had any direct experience of facilitating groups, what feelings do you have about potentially facilitating groups? Are there any particular groups that you want to facilitate in the future? So maybe stress management groups, groups focused on addiction or mental health, for example. And then looking through the textbook, what skills do you feel like you currently have? So group leadership skills. And what skills do you feel like you really need to work on? Again, the questions should be in essay format. So it should be organized, grammatically correct, college level, right? Introduction, body, conclusion. And I do have a rubric here as well, so you can see kind of what I'm looking for in the paper. And again, you will have a couple of these types of reflection papers throughout the semester, and this one is due by Sunday. Again, please be sure to review the course syllabus and the class schedule thoroughly. If you ever have any questions, please reach out. The best way to reach me is through email, and that is kdowd@nccc.edu. It is on the course syllabus as well. And I thank you. I look forward to working with you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.